This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a very special sports presentation on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. We have boys freshman basketball for you as the Titans here on the home floor at Lorain High. The freshman team getting set to take on Akron Firestone. And for the freshmen for Lorain High, Bob Braskich looking to keep their perfect season going. They're 7-0.
They're 7-0. They've had two close games, though. They had a 2-point win over Elyria, and Norwalk took them into overtime. Everything else has been 25 points or so. I mean, it's really a good team. Every time I walk in the gym, Brian Clark says, you've got to see these freshmen.
Well, 7-0 certainly speaks volumes. Glad you've dialed in right here on WLCS TV 20. Tim Elkhorn along with Bob Braskich. We're just underway here at the Lorain Gymnasium, and Firestone with a quick turnover.
Yeah, saw a good thing there. Saw a little help and recover defense, one pass away. That's good.
So Xavier Harrison will inbound to Eddie Williamson, and Williamson brings it across the timeline. Well, you look at some of these kids for Lorain High on this freshman squad, and Bob, this is a big basketball team.
I mean, it just, down on the floor, Xavier Harrison 6'4", Rashold Berry's close to 6'4". I mean, just nice size.
There's a shot that got partially blocked as Sherman Saunders had his shot partially deflected. Again, here's Xavier Harrison, 6'4", inbounding, throws it out front to Malik Weatherington.
And you would think between now and their senior year they're going to do 3 inches anyway, although 6'4" is not bad size for a varsity player.
Tell you what, it's been a while since we've seen some size like this at Lorain High and or Admiral King, Southview, but you haven't seen that type of size in the city of Lorain for a while.
And watching them warm up, it's very athletic size.
Weatherington with a shot that's in and out. Rebound, though, and a shot that got blocked, but a foul is also called. Rashold Berry heading to the free throw line. So Rashad Berry looking for the first points of the ball game.
Firestone comes in 4-4, Tim, but they play in a tough league. The Akron City League is tough.
Oh,
really tough.
I think that's an understatement, Bob. You're talking about some of the better teams in Northeast Ohio that traditionally come out of that league. Well, Berry with the first point of the ball game, 1-0. The freshman from Lorain High leading the 9th graders from Firestone. And here comes Firestone to the other end. Lorain High looking to be straight up man-to-man defense to start things off.
Nice stance, good step slide there.
The jumper way off the mark, and on the rebound, here comes Eddie Williamson for Lorain High. Williamson left of the lane, down, scooped, and scored.
A little crossover action there.
A nice shot by Eddie Williamson. 3-0, Lorain High with the lead. Some pressure in the backcourt, creates a turnover. And Weatherington drives, put it on the rim and in. Malik Weatherington makes it a 5-0 Lorain High lead.
Man-to-man pressure can be very successful at the freshman level because offensive skill level isn't that developed. You can get away with a lot if you press.
Another shot missed by Firestone, and here comes Lorain High, up 5-0. 4:55 to go, first quarter of play here at the Lorain Gymnasium.
Really a saggy zone by Firestone. Wow. With a lot of holes in it.
And there's a shot on the baseline from Sherman Saunders as he banks one in to make it a 7-0 Titan advantage.
If Firestone doesn't play any harder than that, they're going to get destroyed here.
Shot put up, no, but a whistle and a foul as Rashad Berry just picked up his first. Bob, at this level, what are you looking for out of a freshman basketball player?
I'm looking for a stance on defense. It starts with a stance, good step slide on the defensive end, good what we call shell drill positioning, that you know how to align and guard the ball, head on the basketball, and then 1 or 2 passes away, you're in the proper position. On offense, I look for kids who don't force things. Freshmen have a tendency to force things and make mistakes. Make the easy pass. First man up the floor gets the basketball. And the other thing I'm looking for is, what's the shot look like? because this is the point in time where you learn to shoot the basketball at this age. Up to this point in time, you've been shooting from the hip because it was the only way you could get it up to the rim. Now that shot should start developing. You can't be a player unless you can shoot it.
Rashad Berry sticking with it, misses a couple. Offensive rebound, though, put back up and in by Malik Weatherington. Boy, Weatherington showing some athleticism here early on.
You know, and then, Tim, I'm looking for attitude and, you know, those sort of things, body language, coachability.
Well, there's a nice driving shot. Makes it a 9-3 contest, but Lorain High quickly to the other end, all the way to the hoop, driving and scoring.
Wow.
Eddie Williamson.
Firestone just doesn't play hard. Now, they had a long bus ride, but come on, fellas.
8-point advantage for the Titan freshmen as we bring you 9th grade basketball here on WLCS. And there's a steal. Weatherington to the forecourt.
There you go.
Nice bounce pass down low to an open Williamson. And it's now a 10-point lead for Lorain High.
Well, I'm glad to see Coach Clark, who's one of my old players and one of my old assistants, playing man-to-man defense. I think that's how you learn to play at this level. I don't think there's much to learn.
A 3-ball by Malik Weatherington, and that'll bring a timeout from Akron Firestone. How about Lorain High off to a 16-3 lead, 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Boy, the Titans have come out and really put it together early on.
And that gives us an opportunity to mention the Junior Titans Basketball Spaghetti Dinner, Thursday, January 19th, obviously 2012. Thursday, January 19th, 5 to 8, serving from 5 to 7 at Rosewood Place, 4493 Oberlin Avenue. It's just a $10 donation, $6 for 12 and under. Dinner includes pop and a cash bar. Contact Brian Corey or just show up, pay cash at the door. That would probably be the way to go. That's the Junior Titans Basketball Spaghetti Dinner, Thursday, January 19th, Rosewood Place, 5 to 8.
That sounds like some good eating.
It is good. I went last year. It was good. It was very good. But, you know, Tim, before, you know, we had the break, you know, what Firestone's doing, in my opinion, falling back, and we were talking about what are you looking for, falling back and sagging into that real sloughy zone. I don't really think that teaches the players very much. I think you can always teach the kids to play a zone down the road if you're going to do that at the varsity level. But do what Coach Clark is doing here. Play good man-to-man. You know, teach kids fundamentally how to defense the basketball and off of the basketball.
Well, you kind of stole my comment there, Bob, because I was going to say man-to-man principles and fundamentals can still be utilized in a zone.
Exactly.
Oh, what a shot block.
No.
Wow.
No, they're archetypical. You're absolutely correct.
So off the timeout, Firestone seems to have a little more juice in their step now, and there's a
It's
3-ball.
the 3.
To make it a 16-6 contest. But there's that zone again, Bob.
Yeah, you see, you stand back, everybody's got a foot in the paint. I don't think you're learning how to play if you do that. It's a good high-low.
As now in the ball game, Anthony Perrigan for Lorain High missed that shot. And out of there with it comes Firestone, and we've got a foul on the opposite side. It'll be whistled on Malik Weatherington. Again, this Lorain High team, you're looking at the future of Titan basketball, and boy, the future is bright.
Looking pretty good.
7-0 coming into this contest against Akron Firestone.
Well, but Elyria is very strong, too, at the freshman level. We have a 2-point game against the Titans. Norwalk took the Titans into overtime. 4-point win. But you're right, Tim. It looks pretty good right here. I see some good guard play, and I see that size and athleticism.
There's a turnover by Firestone. Ball bounced right to Williamson, and then Williamson lost it. And a driving layup for Firestone makes it a 16-8 ball game with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. There's Barry's short shot off the mark. May have been partially deflected. And Firestone with it. There's a rainbow 3 from out front. Long rebound, as you often see on those threes. Corralled by Firestone, so they'll get another crack at it.
Oh, take a charge.
You see the size of that young man coming at you, Bob?
Yeah.
I would have thought twice about taking the charge.
I like how Coach Clark is up at the bench coaching the kids on every possession because this is really a learning experience. Well, at all levels, it's a learning experience. But I think, in my opinion, that the most basketball knowledge is acquired between middle school and during your freshman season. I really do. Wow,
well, you would hope that when they get to that varsity level that it's basically just muscle memory at that point.
Right.
Pass dump down low, turnaround shot no good by Saunders. And out of there with it comes Firestone. They've scored the last 5 points. Remember, it was 16-3 when Firestone took that timeout. Now it's 16-8, and a foul up front is called on Sherman Saunders for the Titans. 1:11 to go here in the opening quarter. Lorain got off to a quick start, although they've been stuck on 16 now for a while. There's an open 2. It's off the mark. And a foul on the putback attempt, as Alan Carter, now in the game for Lorain High, committed that personal.
You know, Tim, you know why we're playing Firestone?
I was wondering why that was.
Instead of Sandusky? Because obviously we're here for the evening, pal. We've got 3 games, but I can remember doing 4. But the Sandusky game, JV game, and varsity games follow this. Sandusky's new league, their entire allotment of games is pretty much taken up by their league play and their league tournament, so they can't play any independents at the freshman level.
Really?
Yeah, that's the reason why we're not playing Sandusky tonight. Their league, the allotment of state games that freshmen are allowed to play, which I think is 20 still, or has become 20, plus they have a 4-game tournament. So all of their allowed games are conference games. They don't have any, I should say, room for any independent contests.
Paragon missed that first free throw, 16-9 with 59.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Paragon, second one up, big bounce, and it fell through. So Lorain finally gets off 16, and there's a nice defensive play by Paragon. Couldn't quite get the steal on the inbounds, but Firestone will have to try it again. Now, when the varsity goes to 22 games next year.
Right, that's a change for next year.
Obviously, it'll affect JV, but is that all the way down to the freshman level as well?
Tim, I don't know if that move for 2 more games, and by the way, most other states are playing more than 22. We were toward the bottom nationally as far as allowed games, regular season games. I don't know if there will be a change for freshmen. It's changed throughout the years. I remember at one time it being 14.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I remember 16. I think I remember 18.
Paragon grabs that pass. Oh, nice move to the baseline, but then it was knocked out of his hands out of bounds. Well, I'm in favor of more games.
I am too.
It was interesting. A few Saturdays ago, we had Brian Corey on. Nice inbound. Saunders up, in, and foul. Sherman Saunders with a chance for a 3-point play. We had Brian on, and it was interesting. He said, as the athletic director now in Lorain, I'm in favor of 22 games. Let's get a couple of more games and add to the gate receipts and so forth. See have the fans have an opportunity to see the kids. But he said as a coach, he probably wouldn't have been in favor of it. I thought that was interesting because he liked practices. What coaches don't? More practice, the better. Free throw up and in. Nice 3-point play right there by Sherman Saunders.
That's 20 in the first quarter with 36 seconds left.
Jeez.
That translates to 80, and remember, we only play 7-minute quarters at the freshman level.
There's a 3-ball pushed up, no good. Rebound tapped around. Saunders has it for Lorain. Tried to give it to Paragon, wasn't looking for the pass, and Firestone with the ball on the turnover. And I was just going to say, there might have been a carry there, and I think the official had to find his whistle. But the call was made, and the ball will go back to Lorain High. Let's see if Coach Clark says one shot right here. We're down to 11, 10, 9 seconds to go in the opening quarter. It's been a good first quarter for the freshman Titan. They're up by 11. Down to 2. Saunders with a 3. Off the front of the rim, no good, and that ends the first quarter of play. And Bob just said it. Well done by the Titan freshmen. They're up by 11 at the end of the first quarter. It's 20-9. Lorain High leading Firestone. We're coming back to the Lorain Gymnasium after this timeout on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Hi, I'm actor Jerry Mathers of Leave It to Beaver. Things have changed a lot since the days of black and white TV, but good values and doing the right thing never go out of style. That's why I'm working with the Partnership for Prescription Assistance to help people get the medicines they need. If you are uninsured and struggling, call our toll-free number or visit our website to see if you qualify. It's a free service, a free phone call, and in many cases your medicines could be free too. Remember, help could be just a phone call away.
Second quarter underway. Firestone with the basketball. Lorain with the lead. 20-9 Titans. Ninth grade basketball between the Titans and Akron Firestone. Lorain looking to keep their unbeaten season going. The freshman for Lorain High at 7-0 coming into this ball game. And Firestone just refuses to come out of that zone.
I mean, it is packed in there, but it still has a lot of holes. You can get it in anytime you want.
And
number 35.
Berry said, I'm going to knock that one in, 22-9. Into the forecourt comes Firestone, and we'll get a pushing foul from behind.
I mean, Firestone doesn't even move in that zone.
It's called on Anthony Kaczynski, seeing his first action today. Oh,
Ooh,
nice shot.
Number 20. Fabian Parsons for Firestone.
That was a beautiful shot from the left wing. So Lorain High's lead is 10 with 6:10 to go here in the first half of play.
That's it.
A nice pass down low. Saunders on the block, missed the shot. The rebound, though, corralled by Firestone, and we'll get a kick violation. That'll give it back to, well, they're going to say the ball belongs to Firestone.
Oh, that was pretty well done. What Lorain High's doing is they've got a point guard, two wings, a high post, and they have a player running from dead spot to dead spot along the baseline, moving with the basketball.
And we'll get a traveling call over on the opposite side. Bob, how much of the offense, how much of the defense do you put in at the freshman level? You want to incorporate what the varsity is doing, but not the whole package.
Right. You can't expect to do everything. But basically, you want to try to mirror what the varsity is doing and build to that.
Boy, there's another shot by Saunders. I'll tell you what I like about this freshman team. They are unselfish.
Well, and they play under control, Tim. They're not forcing things, dribble drives to the basket. They're not forcing passes. They're making the easy pass. First open man's getting the basketball. I mean, that, and I give a lot of credit to Coach Brian Clark for that, because those bad habits, schoolyard, backyard habits, are tough to break, and he has broken those. I see that.
Shot no good. Rebound grabbed by Eddie Williamson for Lorain High.
Very under control.
Titans have doubled the score, 24-12, 5:10 to go first half.
I'd like to see that basketball get reversed a little bit more often, though, and moved. Wow, it's wide open.
Boy, they'll just run that all night long.
Right,
There's Saunders with another shot.
A pass into the high post and then dump down onto the baseline, the dead spot. It's the same zone offense that has been used against a 2-3 zone here, and I've been here since the 1970s. Since the 70s, this is the basic set.
What makes it work?
You're putting people in gaps, and then that baseline guy puts because he's going side to side, puts their wing person in a bind when you reverse the basketball. The wing doesn't know whether to guard the wing or drop down and take the baseline, so you kind of get a 2-on-1 if you have a quick reversal of the basketball on to the weak side.
26-13. Lorain High with a 13-point lead, 4:57 to go here in the first half. Firestone will keep this possession alive.
Whoa.
Shot from the hip, no good. Rebound corralled by Malik Weatherington. Try to force the pass in the middle there. And the ball ricochets out of bounds, still belongs to Lorain High.
Well, they're playing a really soft 2-3, and their middle man doesn't realize he's got to at least cup or almost front that post person we have. Otherwise, the ball's going to go in there every time, draw help, and then dump it down to the baseline. That's been our nice out-of-bounds play.
Oh, beautiful out-of-bounds play.
Sweet.
Anthony Perrigan with the driving shot. Boy, they executed that perfectly.
Really?
Boy, you could literally watch that play unfold right in front of you. Foul there was on Anthony Kaczynski. And at the free throw line, Akron Firestone.
You know, Tim, while we're at the line, we've got an opportunity here to mention the young people from Joe Bach's television communications class and club. Mike Rosa and Hyatt Hernan are on the cameras tonight. Usually it's Joe Bach, but we have two, and they're really, really nice young guys. Mike Rosa and Hyatt Hernan. Joe Bach has coached them up well.
Wow, there's another driving shot. Malik Weatherington kisses it in off the window to make it 30-14. Yeah, Mike's up here in the broadcast booth with us. He is overwhelmed by your celebrity status, Bob.
Oh, yeah, right. Wow.
3 ball in and out, rebound tipped around, and out of there with it for Lorain High was Alan Carter. 30-14, it has been all Titans. 3 ball from the corner hits the top of the backboard, and Firestone will break out. Oh, there's a block from behind. Xavier Harrison. Boy, Xavier's got to go about 6'5".
Well, Brian Clark told me they've had 7 or 8 dunks already this year at the freshman level. Now, I coached freshman basketball for a long time and recall one, and it was a sloppy one that kind of rattled down. And they've had 7 in 7 games.
Here's Rashad Berry at the free throw line. 3:22 to go in the half. Lorain jumped out to a 16-3 lead. Firestone made it 16-8, but since then, Lorain High has pretty much regained command of this basketball game, although Berry misses the first one right there. As Bob said, we're going to be settling in here at the Lorain gym. We've got the JV game with Lorain and Sandusky, and then the varsity action with the Titans and the Blue Streaks coming up. Boy, nice save, but saved into Firestone. And that foul will be called on Alan Carter for Lorain High. Blocking foul.
Lorain High with only 10 players. I'm going to have to ask Coach Clark about that. We used to like to carry back in the day, at least 15, because you never know. Your number 12, I saw many a number 11 or 12s down the line at the freshman level become varsity contributors. So,
second free throw off the mark. Well, so often you'll see a freshman player just work and work and work between that freshman and sophomore year just to get themselves better.
Right, and growth, obviously. So many coaches put, a 6-footer down on the block, and he goes block to block and doesn't grow but 1 or 2 inches over the next 4 years, and obviously doesn't have perimeter skill. That's why offensively, and we can't see it here tonight because of the zone, I really like it when freshman teams run an open 5 pass and cut offense where everybody on the team handles the basketball on the perimeter.
Just to develop that skill set.
Exactly. And then if they grow to be 6'8", you could post them up as a senior and they'll be all that much better.
We're down to 2:42 to go in the first half. Again, Lorain High looking to improve on their 7-0 mark at the freshman level. Boy, what a promising group. And there really isn't one standout that just kind of carries the team. I mean, it's a balanced effort. Everybody contributes. Coach Clark has this team playing very, very well. Firestone now brings that zone out a little bit further, although now they settle back.
Reverse the basketball, fellas. Force that zone to close out and adjust, and then you'll get what you want. Don't hold it. Get it moving.
Kick violation against Firestone.
See, when you don't reverse it, the defense has an opportunity to match up, and That's what's happening right
More
now.
often than not, though, Bob, will a freshman team see a lot of zone during a season?
Unfortunately, they do, because it's a lot easier to teach. It's really an effort to teach good fundamental man-to-man defense. You have to work on it at least 30, 35 minutes every day and break it down into 6 or 7 different fundamental drills and then try to put it back together. It takes a lot of time, and quite frankly, at the freshman level, a lot of coaches don't know how to do it. Now, Coach Clark does.
Pass knocked out of bounds as Lorain High double teams over in that corner. Does it all start with footwork? Basic man-to-man
at
defense?
the first day of practice with a drill called step slide, where you learn to get in a stance and step and slide and not cross your feet. That's where it starts, and you build it from there.
We're down to a minute and a half to go in the first half of play.
Right,
Shot put up no good. Rebound corralled by Xavier Harrison for Lorain High. They're up 15. It's a 30-15 Titan lead. Boy, there's Barry with a strong move to the hole. He missed the shot, but again, he comes rumbling down that lane. Nobody wants to get in front of him. Firestone with a turnover over on the opposite side.
Well, that little pass from the post down to the dead spot or baseline is there all night long. It would be even there to a greater degree if they would just reverse the basketball.
(30-15).
There you go. There it is again. Oh, behind
the back.
the back.
Behind the back pass there. And a little hook shot. I mean, a little bit of everything there. Xavier Harrison with that Magic Johnson Jr. hook.
There you go.
There's a shot in the lane. Let's see if they count that bucket.
I think he's going to count it. No, he's not. 2 shots.
2 shots on that foul right there.
Wow, is that the 10th team foul already, Tim?
Well, they didn't have the fouls up there for a while.
All right.
I was surprised how quickly Firestone got to the line on the 1-and-1.
Well, it just seems like the game's been moving pretty well. I didn't realize we've had 19. Is that 10 and 9 up there? 19 fouls called? No, 10 and 5, 15. I'm surprised. Can't be right.
Tim Elkhorn, Bob Braskich from Lorain. Freshman basketball to get our coverage on WLCS TV 20 underway. Titans up 32-15 in this 9th grade contest. Titans at 7-0 on the year. Boy, a promising group of 9th graders taking on a 4-4 Firestone basketball club.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, he pushed him with his arm. And nice job by the Firestone player to go over and give assistance getting off the floor.
And a good job by Eddie Williamson for Lorain High to kind of hold his ground right there.
Now 45 seconds left. I have yet to see a freshman team, even against a stuffed-in zone, be able to hold it for 45 seconds for the last shot. Can't do it.
That takes a lot of patience.
It does.
Well, they took about 10 off the clock right there. Shot missed by Paragon. And here comes Firestone.
There you go.
Boy, nice leaping defensive play made by Eddie Williamson to knock that ball out of bounds.
Okay, I got to talk to Coach Clark. They're a little slow picking up on out-of-bounds situations.
Shot put up no good. Rebound loose. Out of there with it. Firestone. Bank shot missed. And here comes Lorain High. Well, they should be able to kill 12 seconds. Well, unless they turn it over.
Oh, no.
Shot from the right side, no good. 5 seconds to go. All the way down the lane. Oh, a charging
There you
foul.
go.
Well, that'll be player control, so no free throws there, but second time in a minute that Lorain High has been able to pick up a charge.
1.1 seconds left. And again, Firestone doesn't pick up, Tim. You have to guard people in this situation because we're going to get a shot from, half court out. In fact, it's going to be better than that. It's going to be better. It's going to be from the top of the circle.
Lets it fly. Ooh, off the glass, no good. Yeah, you're right. They didn't come out and pick up any of the Titans, so they got a decent look there at the end of the half. Well, for the 9th graders of Lorain High, the good news continues. 2 quarters in the book here at their home gym, and the Titan freshmen are leading Akron Firestone by a score of 32-15. Bob Braskich and I will be back. We'll get you ready for the start of the second half after this timeout on WLCS TV 20. That's Lorain City Schools Television.
Dinner makes a difference. Learn more at CasaFamilyDay.org.
Second half underway. Tim Elkhorn, Bob Braskich from Lorain High School. Freshman basketball. Glad we could bring it to you on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. It's been all Lorain, 32-15 Titans as we start the third quarter, although they turn it over early on here in the third period. There's a fake pass to nobody.
I know, did you see that,
no
Tim?
Good.
Okay, only in freshman basketball. That was a fake. You're absolutely right.
That was the invisible man on the right wing.
That was good.
And there's another Lorain turnover. Boy, Coach Clark can't be happy about that. 2 straight turnovers to open up the second half. Wild shot at the other end. A rebound corralled by Lorain High's Xavier Harrison. Right of the lane, running shot up, shooting. Boy, Malik Weatherington makes it a 34-15 ball game.
Big jump stop.
19-point lead for the 9th graders from Lorain High, looking to stay perfect on the year. 7-0 coming into this ball game. And there's a foul down low. We'll put Firestone at the free throw line. 6:06 to go here in quarter number 3.
That gives us the opportunity to talk about one of my favorite things, the Lorain School Employees Credit Union, Neil Summers. And if you're employed or retired from Lorain City Schools, you've got to go there. You won't get a 3-second call with low interest rates if you go see Neil at the Lorain School Employees Credit Union. You'll fast break the competition. You'll win the financial game of interest. Choose a CD and watch your APY score the max. You'll score a goal every time when you call LSECU at 282-4600, 282-4600.
Neil Summers, one of the real great
Yeah,
guys. If you don't like Neil, then you don't like humanity.
Yeah, that's right.
Saunders left of the lane, bank shot no, but he got fouled. So Saunders will head to the charity stripe. Sherman had a very strong first half for Lorain High. 34-16, Titans by 18. Early stages of the third quarter here at Lorain.
I was told that Sherman is a real monster on the football field, and if you I'm sorry, this is I'm getting my numbers mixed up. Sherman Saunders at the line, and you look at those legs. I was told he's a real beast on the football field, and I can see it. I mean, he is really put together from the waist down.
Second free throw up and in makes it a 35-16 Lorain High advantage. Thought they were on 34 before that free throw. There's a runner right of the lane off the mark. Rebound corralled by Malik Weatherington, and here come the Titans. Weatherington into the forecourt, shoves it down low to Saunders. Bank shot, good to the foul. Sherman Saunders. Boy, he has been camped out on that low block all night long for Lorain High. Firestone hasn't figured it out yet.
Well, this gives an opportunity to finish out the cast tonight that's helping us. Joe Bach's crew of students from Lorain High School. Emmanuel Rivera is with us with Channel 20, as is Amanda Hefka joining Mike Rosa and Hyatt Hernan. We have pretty much a student production here tonight.
Tell you what, they're doing a great job.
They sure are.
5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. It's all Lorain. 9th grade Titan team leading this one 38-16. Boy, they have been as good as advertised. There's a running shot right of the lane.
Wow.
Rolls around the rim and in. Makes it 38-18. Lorain quickly at the other end. Boy, they do push the ball down the floor. Right now they're a little stagnant offensively as they stand around trying to pierce that zone. There's a three ball. Malik Weatherington. Well, he said, I'll stand right here and shoot a three. And he buried it.
I noticed the shots look good, too. I can see Coach Clark. You have to work on shooting at the freshman level 40 minutes a day. And, get them corrected, get the elbows lined up and the legs into the shot and the releases in order. And I see that they've been doing that. Everybody's shot looks like it's well on the way to becoming pretty good.
41-18, Lorain by 23 points. Again, this is only their 8th game of the year. There's a shot in the lane, but the travel will be called. Christopher Kilrain in the game now for the Titans. A couple of substitutions for Firestone.
Coach Clark with the big lead, taking the full court pressure off. It's always a nice thing to do.
And Firestone with a turnover as they lose it over on the opposite wing. Again, we've got JV and varsity basketball coming up as well. And the opponent for those two contests will be the Blue Streaks from Sandusky. Looking forward to watching Xavier Turner on that Sandusky varsity squad. Boy, he's a terrific talent. Ball knocked away and off the leg of Titan Xavier Harrison out of bounds. That'll give it back to Firestone. .23 lead for Lorain High. They jumped out to a 16-3 advantage, and they have never looked back. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Firestone moving that ball around. There's a three from the right wing, way off the mark. Lorain High will push it to the other end. Saunders on the left side. Saunders now into the lane. Little hook shot, hung it on the rim, no good. Rebound tipped up and saved in. Nice job. But out of there with it came Firestone, but they lose it out of bounds. Ball will stay with Lorain High.
See, Tim, and I don't understand this. You're down by, 23, and still packing that zone in.
Well, the only thing I can imagine, Bob, and we talked earlier about the fact that you want your ninth grade team to mirror what you're doing at the JV and varsity level.
I gotcha.
I mean, maybe at that level they're playing strictly zone.
Wow.
Although you would think in that Akron City League, you just can't pack a zone in all night.
But your point is well taken. If the players learn at this level and at the JV level to play fundamentally sound man-to-man defense, you can make
You'll be a better zone defensive player.
Exactly. Because so much of the game, you're playing defense and you're not in a half-court set. You're in transition.
Yep. And so many of the zones now, Bob, are in that matchup zone.
Right.
It's man-to-man principles in a zone
Right.
defense. Little fall-away shot in the lane, right on the mark by Malik Weatherington. Well, he's got a nice touch.
Yeah, that's another fundamental to beating a zone. You attack the seam, and that's what happened right there.
43-18. It's a 25-point advantage for Lorain High. They have led wire to wire.
Now, there's good ball pressure, number 5.
Eddie Williamson.
Good ball pressure.
Timeout taken by Firestone. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter of play. 43-18. Again, it has been all Titan freshmen as they have a 25-point advantage.
Tim, we can mention the Titans basketball spaghetti dinner, the Junior Titans, Thursday, January 19th, 5 to 8, but served from 5 to 7 at Rosewood Place, 4493 Oberlin Avenue. It's just a $10 donation. For tickets, you can contact Brian Corey over at Charleston Center. Brian, the athletic director. Tickets only $10 and $6 for those under 12. Includes dinner and pop plus a cash bar. Thursday, January 19th, 5 to 8, Rosewood Place. Just show up and pay cash at the door. That works too.
By the way, Joel Smith and his crew over at Rosewood do a great job. As some people know, I've got a DJ business on the side, go out and do weddings and parties and the like, and I love going to Rosewood. It is one of the best places to play. When you talk about some great food over at Rosewood, oh my goodness. They will treat you right. 2:40 to go off the timeout. Lorain High with the basketball in a 25-point lead. So, Bob, here's the Lorain High team that's 7-0 and certainly looks like they'll go to 8-0 unless they have an absolute total disaster happen in the fourth quarter. So let's say they're 8-0 coming out of this one. What do you now look for in that back half of the season from a freshman team? Where do you want to see improvement from the first half of the year to the second half?
If we're playing the second half of the schedule, I want to look at our scores the first time around as opposed to the second time around, and gauge our improvement in that way. And then, of course, you just have to get better at the good things we're seeing out here tonight. Pretty good half-court, fundamentally sound defense. Shots are improving, unselfish play with a purpose. They're running an offense, and you just get better and better. I'm very impressed with what I've seen because they play under control. Most young players, you'll see so many young teams, they just don't play under control. It's chaos, and here they're playing with a purpose.
Anthony Perrigan with a nice driving shot on the baseline to make it 45-18 Lorain High. And there's a turnover by Firestone. Boy, how about the dribbling display by Eddie Williamson in the backcourt.
Wow.
And the three ball off the mark by Malik Weatherington. Put back, though, is knocked out of bounds.
If I could say one thing, and I've said it before, and I say it all the time, because I think it's an archetype. What they could be doing better offensively is reversing the basketball. And other than that, and reversing it quickly, I think they're attacking the zone with a real purpose. Now reverse it. Reverse it again. Get it moving. A little travel.
Traveling call. Reverse or a skip pass.
Or a skip pass, because it's the same thing with a man-to-man, Tim, because when you reverse the basketball or skip it from one side of the floor or the other, you force the defense, regardless of what kind of a defense it is, to close out, and you then can attack that closeout.
We're down to 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. Lorain by 27. There's a three off the glass that's off the mark. A rebound grab by the Titans. Malik Weatherington fakes the pass.
Wow.
Drives, bank shot, no. Rebound corralled by Firestone. Well, that was a pretty shot, just didn't fall. There's a rainbow three that's off the mark. Wow. That one almost hit the lights here at Lorain.
Nice pass.
Oh, nice dish underneath. Eddie Williamson gets the hoop off a terrific feed by Malik Weatherington. Again, this is an unselfish team.
And I give a lot of that credit, obviously, to the players, but also to Coach Clark. There you go.
How about the steal? Nice backside defense from Perrigan, and then Perrigan fouled. Well, he came around from that blind side and made the steal. Nice play by Anthony Perrigan. And Lorain High will inbound with 27 seconds to go here in the quarter.
Oh,
wide
come on
open.
now.
Oh, but they missed the shot. But Eddie Williamson had a great look. And now a steal. And down to the floor goes Alan Carter to tie up Firestone. Possession arrow. And we'll go to the guys in green. I once had a coach tell me, Bob, that if you added up all the points you could get on inbounds plays throughout the year, it could mean 2 to 3 wins.
Yeah.
There's a steal. Oh, steal was made by Malik Weatherington, but then he fumbled it out of bounds.
There's a team, and of course they're ranked either 1 or 2 in the area, Mentor, with Coach Krasanzik over there. If you watch Mentor play, they really believe what you just said. They score on out-of-bounds plays over and over again. They're interesting conceptually designed plays. Well done. You're right. Now, a lot of coaches just take the position that, well, just get it out inbounds and run your offense. But then there are others that, as you pointed out,
you can
believe
score.
you can score.
Yep. 47-18. It is all Lorain. A big advantage for the Titans as we go to the fourth. Stay with us. Freshman basketball on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
I'm General Barry McCaffrey. During the Vietnam War, more than 58,000 of our troops did not come home. For every name on the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, there's a life story, a story of hopes, dreams, friends, and family. Join me in supporting a new campaign to build an education center on the National Mall that will tell their stories and honor all who served. Call to learn how you can help.
Fourth quarter underway. Lorain High with the basketball and a big lead. Berry shot off the mark. Rebound put back up, skimmed off the rim, no good for Xavier Harrison. Firestone will get it. 47-18, a 29-point advantage for the freshman Titan. They're going to go to 8-0 on the year.
Nice job getting back on defense that last time.
There's Berry with a strong move to the hole. He laid it up and in.
Wow. Berry is 6'3" at least. Xavier Harrison is 6'4" at least.
Got a charging call right there. We'll give it back to Lorain. Boy, Lorain High has done a nice job tonight drawing charges.
Yeah,
they have stood their ground defensively.
Coach Clark, that's a teaching point. And it's tough to get kids to do that, but he's got them doing it.
If you're as big as this Lorain team is, you're out there going, go ahead, hit me. Run into me. See if I move. Oh, what a dish. How about the pass from Xavier Harrison as he got it down low to Berry?
Oh, very skilled. He's 6'4". A lot of ball skill there.
There's a shot left to the lane that's off the mark, but a whistle and a foul. Rodolfo Perez now in the ball game for Lorain High. Perez seeing his first action. There's a three ball from the left wing. It's off. Rebound grab by Berry. Got it down the floor. Oh, alley-oop put up and in. Oh my, Berry off the alley-oop off the glass by Xavier Harrison.
I've never seen that in a freshman game.
Oh.
In traffic.
There's a rainbow three that's way off. And Lorain High.
Wow, off the glass, almost a clean tip dunk. Wow.
That's some athleticism right there.
Sweet.
Mike up here next to us saying, that's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. At this level, you never see that.
53-18, Lorain High with a 35-point lead. We've got 5 minutes to go in this basketball game. Tim Elkhorn, Bob Braskich from the Lorain Gymnasium, where, as we said earlier, you're seeing the future of Lorain basketball. And boy, is it bright. There's a putback basket by Xavier Harrison. There's a tough shot in the lane, no good. Rebound grab by Harrison. Harrison gave it off to Sherman Saunders. Bounce on the baseline of Berry. Powered it up and in. Wow.
Now that
this
young
is a
man
talented group.
Is 6'3", and I thought standing down on the floor before the game he might be a little taller than that.
There's an air ball for a three. And Lorain High will get it back. And Firestone looks pretty disinterested at this point.
Right, and they sure do.
There's another drive and a layup by Xavier Harrison.
Now that's a 6'4" player taking it on the perimeter, putting it on the floor, and attacking the basket. You just don't see that often at this level.
59-18. There's a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, put back up and in. 3:40 to go. But Bob, this is a team, meaning Lorain High, as Perez launches a three, missed it. This is a team in Lorain High that you can see their skill level is above the freshman level.
Oh yeah, sure. And again, you have to work at that in practice, ball skills, 20 minutes a day.
There's a three ball that rattles out. Rebound grab by Berry.
Shooting skills, 30 minutes a day. Defense, 30 minutes a day. Really, you're only working full court or half court, 5-on-5, maybe 15 minutes a day at this level. Everything else has to be a fundamental breakdown.
There's a foul on Lorain High. I think it's on Sherman Saunders. Sherman Saunders picks up that personal. Some new bodies in there now for the Titans. Brian Clark pretty much gets everybody involved.
All right.
So Lorain High will pretty much coast in from here as they lead this one 59-20. It was over early. Titans jumped out to a 16-3 lead. Firestone scored 5 straight to make it 16-8. And Lorain High said enough of that. Pretty much pulled away from there. Boy, there's a nice runner from the baseline. Yep. Makes it 59-22. 2:40 to go. And there's a runner right back at the other end by Anthony Paragon. A little bit earlier, we were looking down in the stands. Varsity coach Andy Bastock was taking in the action. I'm sure he liked what he saw. There's a shot left of the lane, no good, but a foul will be called on Lorain as Alan Carter, I believe, picked up that foul. Well, they may have gotten Christopher Kilrain. 2:25 left. Don't go anywhere. We've got JV basketball with Sandusky in town taking on the Lorain High Titans. And we've got the varsity game for that one as well as the JV game. Quick plug for WEOL, where I work. The Titan game Saturday night at St. Ignatius we'll have on WEOL. We'll have that game on AM 930.
St. Ignatius is playing very well right now.
Boy, a premier coach in Sean O'Toole.
Oh, he is, and they play some defense. Wow, they play hard, and it's so fundamentally sound. It's just fun to watch. They're playing very well.
Left of the lane, in the lane. Tough shot, no good for Paragon. The ball went out of bounds.
I mean, they play so hard. I mean, I always like it. I give a coach a lot of credit when a team plays hard, because it's one of the most difficult things in coaching is to teach teams and players what does a good effort look like. You know, and a lot of young people, they don't know. And if a coach can teach that, and then, of course, that's one of the benefits of athletics in high school. If you learn that lesson, what an effort looks like, a lot of positive transfer into other endeavors.
It's interesting you say that, Bob, because I have had numerous coaches over the years tell me that as far as a sheer coaching matchup, one of the toughest guys to coach against is Sean O'Toole.
Oh.
Not only because of his X&O acumen, but because his kids play so hard.
Right.
You will not out-hustle their team. Couple of turnovers back and forth here as things get a little sloppy down the stretch. Again, Lorain High has this one well in hand. Freshman up 61-22 with 1:34 to go. But to me, that's the ultimate compliment.
Oh,
when another coach says, I hate
totally
coaching
agree.
against that guy because his kids play so hard.
Right, and that, Tim, it's so hard to teach young people to play hard. It really is. What is an effort?
3 ball in and out. Fight for the rebound, and possession arrow belongs to Firestone with exactly a minute and a half to go. So anyway, sure Andy Bastock isn't looking at that game yet. He's got Sandusky here on the home floor coming up in just a little bit. Paragon left of the lane. Tough shot, no good. Rebound put back up, no good. Perez with a follow, and he rattled it in. Well, Rodolfo Perez gets his first 2 points of the ball game. 63-22. Lorain High is going to go to 8-0 at the freshman level. Here comes Paragon. Paragon
there you
down
go.
the floor, and a drive miss. Paragon, the follow, no good. Rebound put back up, spun off the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Firestone will corral it. 3-on-2. A little shuttle pass on the baseline. Shot put up and in. 63-24. We're down to 40 seconds to go. Paragon lost the ball near the half-court line. Scramble for it. Rolls out of bounds right to the left of the Firestone bench. And it belongs to Lorain High. Paragon gets the inbounds pass. And in the corner, Perez will hoist a 3.
Here you
and
go.
He hit it.
Yeah, that feels good.
How about Rodolfo Perez? 5 points on the last couple of possessions. 66-24. And again, we're going to have a fight for the basketball as we're down to 10 seconds left in this one.
This was an enjoyable contest. It wasn't chaos. It was playing with a purpose. Great.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Brian's team plays very organized basketball. And Bob, you hit the nail on the head. That's tough at the freshman level.
It sure is.
There's a shot from the free throw.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Wow, great. Wonderful.
Anthony Kaczynski puts himself in the scoreboard. I'll tell you what, look at them all slapping Anthony Kaczynski, saying great job. And this is a team that has some chemistry, and they're just going to grow and come through the system together. It is great to see.
Nice job.
68-24. Lorain freshmen knock off the Firestone ninth graders. With the win, the Lorain freshmen now 8-0 under head coach Brian Clark. Firestone drops to 4-5 on the season. All right, Bob, that sets us up for JV basketball, which will come our way next as the Sandusky Blue Streaks are in town to take on the Lorain JV squad, and of course varsity action to follow. But any quick thoughts on the Lorain freshmen?
I want to congratulate the freshman group. I mean, nice job. They played with a purpose. They played under control. They played unselfishly. They looked coachable. I'm looking for attitudes. Everybody's attitude looked real positive. I mean, just a good thing. Nice job, guys.
All right, so congratulations to the Lorain High freshmen as they knock off Firestone 68-24.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.